Hello, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to your mid-February 2024 reading. We are going to jump right in and get some oracle messages for you. And then we'll do some tarot and we'll set you off for the month of February 2024 Capricorn. So, your first oracle message is life's purpose. Experience the reality of ecstasy. Capricorn, I feel like you are going through a massive transformation. Look at this light coming from above. It reminds me of the Judgment card, where it's like you are starting to see that the things happening in your life, the changes, the transformative experiences you're going through have to do with your life's calling. And it's a beautiful but difficult energy sometimes. I'm a Capricorn and I relate to this very much. Roses have thorns. Pain can be an awakening call. I just said this felt like the Judgment. Both of these cards are about awakening. They're both it's like the pain you're going through right now, if you're feeling pain at all, or if you've experienced it in the past, it's like you had to go through a tunnel and you finally are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're seeing that these beautiful roses, you had to like prick yourself with the thorns to get to the beautiful rose, which is your life's purpose, which is all about love. And you are about to experience a beautiful feeling of like joy because you're living in your life's purpose. Wow, that's a beautiful energy, Capricorn. I want to pull one more card for you from a different deck. One more message for Capricorn. Wow, pain can be an awakening call. Isn't that something? Ain't that the truth? Capricorns, we aren't afraid to look at our dark side. Relationship change. A change in status may be taking place in your most intimate partnerships. That is true for me. Wow. Wow. Not true for everybody. This could be your most intimate partnership could be with you. Again, you're having an awakening to your life's purpose, and so you could be going through a relationship change where you could be losing, a family member, a friend, a loved one, a romantic. You could be seeing a status change, but you also could be seeing something, especially with this roses, you could be going through a painful breakup. But this has to do with your life's purpose. This is leading you to your life's purpose, is what I'm hearing. And so again, if you're not going through a relationship thing, then it could just mean that the changes in your life in general are about your life's purpose and about a change in how you relate to yourself. You're starting to wake up almost, is what I'm hearing, to your own, your own self. Look at that, the sun. Yeah, this is like an awakening card. The Empress, yeah. Wow. So you've got the Three of Swords and you have the Death card. So it's telling me a lot. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So at the center of your reading, you have Temperance. So it could be Sagittarius rules Temperance, but what I'm hearing is, especially with this pain, roses have thorns. So Temperance is about alchemy. It's taking all of one thing and literally transforming it into something else. It's like transforming energy. Nothing really dies. And the way I'm viewing this is like you've taken all the painful experiences and the good experiences, but you're taking all those energies and you're putting it in your cup and you're mixing it into another cup and you're saying, I'm going to transform this, and it's no longer not going to have the same story. I'm not going to have this story anymore. I'm going to create a rose from all the thorns. So these used to be thorns. Now I'm going to move these, I'm going to be magical, right? And I'm going to put some fire into it and put a little bit of my energy into it. And now it's going to transform like a butterfly, and it's going to turn into something totally different, i.e. a rose. It's going to turn into real love for myself. I'm going to be in who I'm supposed to be for my life's purpose, is what I'm hearing. That's the state you're in right now. You are transforming your life. So at the bottom of your reading, you have the Empress, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. So to me, this is like you are rebirthing something new, and you're moving out of this like indecisive mode. I think in the past you were trying to make a decision about something and you really didn't know what decision to make. But what I'm hearing is you chose yourself. You chose yourself. You're the Empress. So you're sitting in your throne and you chose to give yourself an offer of abundance. So the Ace of Pentacles, there's a garden here. And this Ace of Pentacles, like the only way for this gift from the universe of Pentacle, the only way for it to actually manifest into the world and create abundance is for you to prune this garden, pull out the weeds, flower it. And with this Empress energy, that's what you've done. You're doing the work you're like, thank you for this gift. I hear you. I see you now. The blindfold has been removed, and I am going to create and rebirth my life, myself. I'm going to live in abundance. I'm going to put this crown, look, she's got a crown of achievement on her head because she finally gets it. She's finally moved out of this stuck, indecisive energy. In the middle of your reading, and really at the heart, is the Sun, the Temperance, and the Hierophant. These are all major arcana, by the way. So you've got 5 major arcana total right now. So the Sun is like, you are standing in your light. The light is shining so brightly on you. You're no longer in this like indecisive, moon, murky, I don't know what to do, none of that. You are so vibrant is what I'm hearing. And look at the Sun in the background of this Temperance card. It's like you're leveraging that vibrant sun, pure light energy to create something new because you have wisened up with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a very wise person, and it symbolizes higher knowledge. It's not just like the knowledge you get in kindergarten and high school and all that. It's like higher mysteries. And so those two pillars are shaded in gray for a purpose because it's supposed to be mysterious. It's like you don't know what's behind those 2 pillars. And but she does, or the Hierophant does. The Hierophant knows what's behind those 2 pillars. And it's because they've gone through the levels of initiation, the level of the body, the mind, the soul. And because you have gained wisdom and you've gained really enlightenment. See, she's got a halo around her. So it's like you've got lots of like enlightened energy here where you're really embracing the sunlight and you're saying no to the painful endings at the top, which I'll get to in a second, because you've had the experiences. You've gone through all the levels of initiation, and now you know how to alchemize. You know how to transform this, and you're not afraid of this cycle. So at the top of your reading, you've got the 3 of Swords, the Death, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So what I'm hearing is something is ending that was really painful. It broke your heart. You're ending something because you put in a lot of work, and what I'm hearing is you weren't getting the same level back. You were the one putting all the work in, putting all those pentacles on the tree. You were putting in quality work all your time. You were exhausting yourself, putting in all this work. And for what, right? It was not, you realized, you had an epiphany. You gained enlightenment, the Sun. Finally, you started to see clearly. The blindfold was removed, 2 of Swords, and you realized that the work was not being reciprocated. And you finally chose yourself. You were like, no, this is the roses have thorns, right? Those thorns were hurting your heart, and they weren't helping you in any way. And so you had to end some cycle. You had to end something so that you can create and alchemize, recreate your life so that you could have this new Ace of Pentacles, this new life. That's what I'm hearing. So it's been a bit of a tough time. So with the 3 of Swords, you have the Devil. Now, the Devil is your card. So, could be just you coming in strong, but when it's paired with the 3 of Swords, sometimes it can symbolize deception, lying, cheating, even sometimes you could have a relationship like that. It could just symbolize that a person is obsessing over you. It could symbolize just you were in chains. The devil is, it's very tricky, because sometimes you don't even realize that you've been in chains. You don't even realize that you've, allowed yourself to get to this state. And I feel like you do now, like you do realize it. You're in the sunlight now. You're in the sunlight. And oh God, yes, you've got the sun and the star. Now, anytime you have the sun and the star together, that's like glow up vibes all day. Like you are, look at her. She is living in her element. She is embracing the power of the sun, of the stars, and she is bringing it down to earth. She is pouring that water that she's getting from the star beings and the helpers. She's pouring it into earth, and it's like a circular, like beautiful, like manifestation energy on this card. And she's got that light on her third eye, which symbolizes extreme intuition, and you're being shown the light with the sun. So you've got the brightness of the light, you've got the brightness of the stars, you've got healing, you've got embracing your power. Sometimes the sun can symbolize like you taking back your power over this devil energy, and you're healing from that. Healing from that is what I'm hearing. All right. So with the Empress, you have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups, it symbolizes walking away and leaving something behind that was no longer serving you. And in this card, it talks about introspection. So it's because you have done some introspection. You've taken some time. Like, this was not an easy decision for you. You took a lot of time. You did some contemplation. You did some introspection, and you made a choice to choose yourself, to choose your own abundance, to choose your own, river of life that would never end. Like, you didn't want your river to run up dry. See that river behind her? It's like, what I'm hearing intuitively is like your river was running dry, and it was time for you to walk away. You figured that out by introspection. All right, so with the Death card, we have the Four of Cups. And so it typically the Four of Cups means just dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction. It could be a bit of a distracted energy. Maybe the person that or the situation you're ending was causing distraction from your purpose. But what I'm hearing is like you were just not content. You were just not content with the situation. And so you decided to let it end and transform it, right? All right, so with Temperance, you have Nine of Cups, which is fulfillment. So you're looking at alchemizing from this Four of Cups, like distraction, dissatisfaction energy, devil energy. You're looking to create the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. You are trying to create a beautiful, emotionally satisfying life. This is about your emotional well-being. This is about your emotional well-being, Capricorn. So with the Two of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands. So you are coming in very powerful, bold, confident, assertive. It's like you're moving out of this murky, blindfolded, I'm indecisive, to like, nope, I know exactly what I need to do. I'm bold, I'm confident, I'm assertive, and I'm willing to take action to fix this situation. And she's got Saturn behind her, which symbolizes karma, time. It symbolizes the World card in the tarot, which is all about cycles ending. And so it's like in this tarot deck, she's got the mountains behind her, which symbolizes she's climbed all those mountains. She's now sitting on her throne. She's got a crown. She's got achievement. She knows what she wants, and she is not afraid to do it. She's not afraid to take action, no matter what others think of her. No matter what others think of her, she will take the action she needs for her own desires, right? And it's all about like confidence. Like, she's finally confident in her choice with the Two of Swords, whereas before she did not have that confidence. She did not know what to do with the Two of Swords. So with the Seven or Eight of Pentacles, you have Nine of Swords. So right here it says trauma. So you could have had a situation where maybe this situation just made you have to relive trauma, right? And maybe that's why you have the Star here. It's like you needed to end it because you couldn't keep reliving the same cycle over and over and over again, because it was causing you to feel like you were reliving trauma. It could have been a traumatic situation in general. I mean, trauma doesn't have to be some massive like a thing. It could just be a really toxic work environment. It could be a really toxic friendship group. It could be anything. It could be anything where you were putting more work in. It's like it wasn't balanced. It felt like the way I'm feeling is like you were putting in a lot of energy, a lot of your hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into it, and it was just not being reciprocated in the same way. And it was causing you a lot of trauma and chaos, and you were having to put up your walls. You're having to put up walls to defend yourself. All right, so with the Hierophant, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. So like the Nine of Pentacles symbolizes In the original deck, it's like she's got 6 pentacles on one side and 3 on the other, which means she has finally learned that she cannot give away all her pentacles. She could keep 6 for herself, and she's willing to share 3. And that's a balanced thing because she needs enough to fill her cup up to make her feel like complete and whole. She can't give more than she has, but she's still willing to give. And that's what I'm feeling, is like she's also standing in a rich, like luxurious background with beautiful flowers. She's got a garden, she's got birds, like she's got a beautiful dress and gown on. And so what I'm hearing with the Hierophant is like, you're finally wising up to the fact that you can't keep giving more than you have. Like you can't keep giving all of yourself and leaving yourself with nothing. That is not a loving thing to do for anybody, because if you don't have anything to give, how can you truly love, right? And so you're finally going back with the Sun, taking back your power, the Star, healing yourself and learning how much is wise and loving to truly loving to give, and how much is wise and truly loving for yourself to keep for yourself, because you have to be in balance in that way. And that is going to help you in your life's purpose, right? And so with the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Six of Pentacles. So this is about balance. That's what I was saying about giving and taking in a balanced and fair way. And so this is what you are trying to create. This is this new beginning. I feel like you're creating a new situation, whether it's a new job, friendship, group, tribe, relationship, where it's going to be equal give and take. Okay? It's going to be fair. It's going to feel like, okay, this is a partnership, or this is a true like bi-directional thing. It's not just me doing everything and not getting the same in return. Now, the reason we give and do service is not so that we can get stuff in return, but the problem is some people take that and it's like you make them a loaf of bread and they ask for a piece, and within 20 minutes they've eaten the whole loaf of bread and you forgot to eat some. You're like, oh wait, I forgot to eat bread. So then you go make another loaf of bread. And it happens again. They're like, oh, I loved that last loaf of bread. And so you start slicing loaves for everybody, and they all eat the bread, and again, you forgot to eat the loaf. It's like, that's the cycle I keep seeing. It's like, you're not taking any time for yourself or any bread for yourself. And so you've got to save several pieces of bread for you and take yours first. Oxygen mask first, and then say, okay, here's your pieces, because you have to love yourself first or you cannot love everybody else. That's what the Hierophant symbolizes. Like you're creating this balanced energy where you're going to attract someone or some group or some job where they're not even going to ask you for the bread. They're going to say, hey, have you tried your bread yet? Oh, let me know when you do, and then if you have any left over, I'd love to have a bite. And that's the kind of energy you're bringing in, is what I'm hearing. Okay, Capricorn, it's been lovely to read for you. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next video.